What's going on with you, Andy? I haven't seen you. Everyone would assume that you and I would take a vacation together.
Yes, they would.
Which is funny, because this happens to us when we walk around. People ask you, where's Conan? And people say to me, where's Andy? And you're like, we have lives outside the show.
This break it was, it's Conan. Because I was in Europe. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I thought you were just hanging around with
Conan.
Man, it's Conan. Where were you? Were you in Germany?
No, well, no. I was. I don't speak Dutch. I was in Holland and Denmark.
Cool.
And
groovy.
Real groovy. Wooden shoe groovy.
Where'd you go? I mean, what did you do there?
We got into Amsterdam. We flew in, and our first night in the hotel. I don't normally get like worked up about, you know, the state of American culture or anything. But we turned on the TV, and they had Jerry Springer on, dubbed, or, you know, like with Dutch subtitles. And I was watching it, and like within a couple of minutes, I felt like, my God, we can't let the Europeans know that we have this kind of stuff. You know, it's like, if your dad sits on the couch in his underwear and scratches himself, it's not a big deal. But if he's in the front yard doing it, you know, where the neighbors can see,
this is a really good
problem.
This is a good point. Well, I'm curious, and I will work on your Senate campaign.
Thank you.
I'll lick the envelopes. But I want to know, what is that like when it's dubbed? I mean, what are they saying?
You know, I don't speak Dutch, but it was funny.
He is now striking the man with a chair.
Well, it's all, you know, it's subtitled, but it was, you know, like, I don't know how they could translate, you know, kick him to the curb, or, you know, all that, or whatever, you know, or he can't afford a case of Similac, you know. I don't know if they understand.
They have terms for all those things.
You know.
They have terms for all of that, Andy.
It was funny, though, because one night my wife and I were sitting in like a corner bar. We're sitting at a little table, just, you know, enjoying sundown, and we started talking to these two Dutch guys next to us, and they were asking what we did, and she said, oh, my husband works on a talk show, and he said, oh, a talk show like that one with that fellow? And I said, Jerry Springer? And he's like, yes. Tell me something. Did he really go with that hooker?
You know,
of all the things you could ask me about my homeland.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm so glad you asked that.
You know that's all they're talking about at the United Nations. With those headsets on and stuff like that. So? I don't know. What do you think? I do not know. What do you think? People in Europe are just cartoons to me.
They're all.
I'm an educated person, but a French guy is always going to be a guy on a bike with some French bread coming out the back going, oui, monsieur!
Yeah, a little mustache.
A German guy is always going to be Colonel Klink to me.
Yeah.
No matter what he's doing, it's always going to be like, oh, God!
Yeah.
Always.
And then everybody else is a Viking.
Yeah, right.
You know, except for Italians, you know.
Well, it sounded like you had a good time.
Yeah.
I'm happy you seem refreshed, energized.
I had a great time.
And I'm glad you did, Andy.